Tuned in to Make It Change 63 podcast and talk show. If you want to change the world, change the person that is looking in the mirror.
Okay.
So do I hit my this?
Testing. We don't need it. We don't need it because they can hear it. Hello. Okay, welcome to Make a Change 63. I am your host, Make a Change 63,
And I'm your co-host, Sunny D.
And guys, tonight's topic is going to be about, and oh, by the way, we are live streaming at the Ohio Media School for our podcast. Okay, so tonight's topic is going to be, can a man or a woman be in love with two people at the same time? Or can they have feelings for two people at the same time? So, and the reason why I wanted to come up with this topic is because I am going through a transition right now. And let me tell you guys, okay, so I went on a long drought of not trying to date anybody, being celibate and not dating, not talking to anybody. So, of course, you guys know that yesterday I just turned 41. And
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And so I was like going through something, and I happened to want to go out, and so I ended up meeting two guys at the same time. Okay. And one of them I like because I like his personality. And the other one I like is because I feel like we have the chemistry and everything else. Now, I also, and I know you guys going to call me a hoe, whatever
They're
else,
both fine.
but they both, they both are sexy. Okay. So then I had one guy that was an old fling, so me and him, we messed around when I was like 16 years old. And he happened to go to prison for 30 years. And so I haven't spoken to him in over 30 years. I had two kids um, from another guy and everything else. So he ended up calling me a couple of months ago and we was talking and everything. So I was like, okay. And it sparked up a flame and everything else. So it's like, everything was great until, I met this guy, I'm like going through, a breakdown between both. Well, you may say three guys, but it's one of them that I really, really like, that I really, really feel really connected to. And I was like, um, we had ended up like sleeping together last Saturday, And when I tell you, like, the chemistry between us was amazing. It was like something like, I don't know, like, we are both Libras, by the way. And so it's just like, oh my God, it's just like, I felt like, most people would be just, we was like making passionate love, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just connected, everything, like the chemistry. It's just like everything that he done, he allowed my body to just lead. So when men's like to say women's would not allow you to lead, that I beg the difference, because when a guy is leading in the right way, it's naturally for us to allow him to be the leader. And I found myself allowing this guy to lead my body in every direction. Like, I did things that I never done or would never thought I would do. It's like I was like a whole different woman, you know? And it's just like when he texts me, I'm smiling, and it's like and but the other guy, I like him too, because it's like I like his what should I say, his personality, you know, and he's a communicator. So I love a man that can communicate. I love a guy that can communicate. You know, I just love that about a guy. If I could communicate with you and I could feel like I could be myself with you, then that's like more, I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like the most when it comes to dating, you know what I'm saying? So it really doesn't take much to please me, but just being able to have that communication with you, you know what I'm saying? And, spending time with you. So, but the other guy, we dated when I was like 16, and, back then we had the chemistry, and I thought, that's what I wanted. But then when I met this other guy, and, we kind of like, you know, was intimate, it's like now I'm confused. I'm confused. I am trapped in a triangle between three guys. And I don't know which one I want to choose. So, you know, Bobby,
Mhm.
have you had this type of experience? Tell us about it.
Yeah, actually, I have. I have been head over heels in love with multiple people at the same time who were all also in love with me. And, well, we actually were we were at the time trying to actually basically all of us basically be together. And basically, what I do is I practice polyamory. So I am able to be committed in multiple relationships with more than one person at the same time. And we have been working on trying to uh, make that happen and be able to actually have our own little gay happy family, pretty much.
So I think I need to try that. Try the poly relationship because I'm trapped right now. I am trapped amongst these three guys. Like, I mean, every last one of them, I like certain things about them, you know. Hey, Sammy, how you doing? Yes, I like everything about them, you know. So, and it's like, I don't know. Hello, Miss Coach J, how you doing, guys? If you're not following Miss J Speaks talk show and podcast, please do. And that's on her second. So yeah, so it's like right now I'm trapped. I am trapped in a situation amongst three guys. And I know people gonna be like, oh, she's a hoe, but it's not that. So I went on a drought spree for over, like 4 years, 4 or 5 years, you know what I'm saying, without dating, without having sex. And maybe, when I did have sex with the guy, I was having sex for the first time after 4 years because I haven't had sex. And and I just felt like, and I never been with someone that was the same signs as me, because I'm a Libra and he's a Libra. And when I tell you, it was amazing, our chemistry. It's just like shit, he done things and my body just naturally led, like I just allow him to lead me in every direction, you know what I'm saying? And I've never had that before because I'm more of a dominant woman, and it's very hard for me to allow a man to lead me, you know what I'm saying? But this particular, it just flowed naturally for me. So I'm just like, oh my God, and I don't know how many of you guys have been in that situation with someone where you kind of liked it two people at the same time, or you had certain feelings for two people at the same time. Bobby,
Yes.
go ahead. Tell us about it.
Well, I'm somebody who falls actually very easy for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I fall fast and I fall hard. And the guys that I have met, who I've met all online, by the way, it was not long after either our first, 2 or 3 conversations to even our first 1 or 2 dates where I was already like being like, yeah, I want to start a future with them and that kind of thing. And it's not always easy, especially with more than one person, because you want to be able to give attention to like everybody and that kind of thing. And you got to make sure everybody's cool with the whole poly thing, which some people are, some people are not. Some people like they can't handle it because of jealousy issues and that kind of thing. And with the guys that I've been with, one in particular that I'm absolutely head over heels for, has kind of made me realize, like, I thought I was never the jealous type until there were people that were more interested in him than me. And then I ended up finding out I'm more jealous than I thought. And it ended up turning out to be something where I realized I actually kind of had to take a step back from the poly thing. And I realized that, like, he's like the one guy that I really want to like hardcore basically focus on and everything like that.
Well, for me, I feel like, well, I'm going to call his name. His name is Mike. I feel like I want to put all my energy into him. But then I feel like, you know how it is when you really like somebody and you put all your energy into them, they be the main ones to hurt you. So now it's like, I'm kind of like, I don't want to put all of my eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? And then too, I'm just going to be honest. I have a little whore side of me to where sometimes it is hard for me to be dedicated to one guy.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I may try to, but it'd be hard.
I love the club too much.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's just like, I don't like the fact it's like when you are dating them and I've had this happen to me a lot. When I feel like I put my all into someone and I'm liking them and everything, they don't reciprocate. But when I don't give a damn and I be this mean person or this, don't give a, bada, that's when they want to chase. That's when they want to show that they care, they love everything. But the moment I say, okay, you know what? This guy's really into me. I think we could work this out. Let's try to build something with them. Then that's when they go to try to show their ass. And then they be like, want to be cheating and everything else. So I'm like,
they show what kind of a player they really can be for me. And then they end up ghosting me.
That's why I said, and you know what? I not to cut you off, but I had someone to tell me this a long time ago. If you want respect from a man, you got to treat him like a bitch. Like, you got to treat him like a hoe. You got to treat him like how they treat us. You know what I'm saying? And I find that works a lot because when I don't give a damn and I'm treating them like bitches and hoes and not caring about them, they are running around like glue. But the moment I be like, oh, I'm into you, I like you, then I feel like they want to play games. I don't know. Bobby, have you been in that situation?
Yeah, I have. I've been, it's with me, there's been people that have started off first, like, really into me, acting like they were all down and everything. And at first I kind of, may not have always talked that much or whatever the case may be. And they were really, all talkative. Now, when I was really even, and it usually was in a few weeks with a month or like whatever, when I was really into it and like really, putting as much effort as they were putting in, then they start just all of a sudden like disappearing, like they were popped off the face of the planet, don't even talk to me. They said they've made all these plans of, oh yeah, we'll do XYZ, and then they completely do a 360 and don't even do what they say they're going to do. There was a situation with a guy that I was all crazy about him. He was all crazy about me. We always talk. And then a friend of mine actually drove me an hour and 45 minutes to actually meet the guy face to face. And he acted like, oh, this is awesome. And he acted all real cool with it when I face to face. The very next day, he started being like, oh, well, I have to work really late, so I really can't talk much. And then he started not really talking as much and maybe only saying one or two sentences. That's it. Within like about a week and a half, I messaged him like, hey, when you getting off work and we can talk. He reads the message, 5 seconds later, blocks my ass. And I haven't heard from him since.
So guys, if you're not following me on Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube, please go and follow me on all of my social media page, because Make a Change podcast and talk show is starting very soon. And also I have my private podcast for the Sexual Healing Doctor, and that's a podcast you guys do not want to miss, because in that podcast, we is going to be bringing out the bedroom candy toys and everything, and it's going to get spicy, funky, and everything. So if you're not following me, do follow me, and go check out my website. It's called Make a Change, www.makeachange63podcasttalkshow.com. So you can go check me out there to watch some of my episodes and everything else. Also, I'm going to be having co-hosts, which is Bobby, Sunny D, and also Charmaine, her AKA New York #1. So, guys, definitely follow us. We're going to be on here like every night doing some podcasting and everything else. And if you would like to be a guest on our show, or if there's a certain topic you would like for us to cover, please email me or check out my website or message me on TikTok or Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And we will definitely have those episodes or topics that you guys would like us to cover. And also, if you're planning on want to be a guest on this on my podcast, you're more than welcome. And also, guys, in a couple of days, I am going to be introducing my new artist for First Amendment recording label, because yes, I have a new artist, and he is from Africa, and we're going to be introducing him to the world, and his new music is going to guys, you're going to love his music. Guy has great talent, everything. So there's more to come with Make a Change, you know what I'm saying? Also, you guys already know that we'll be launching our radio station, First Amendment radio station, and also the network channel. We have a lot of great opportunities for people who would like to have these opportunities, feel like you need a show, feel like you want to have a podcast, or you would like to have an opportunity being on a radio station. As you know, guys, thanks for tuning in to Make a Change 63. I am your host, Make a Change 63.
And I'm your co-host, Sunny D.
And guys, we will be going live every night, probably around like the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, always tuned in. And if you miss any of the episode, you can always go back and check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of those things. So please do follow me on all of my social media platforms and stay up to date with a lot of our episodes. And also, I am still doing my documentary for surviving COVID-19. For those who are suffering from the long haul of COVID and you would like to tell your story, you want to get your story out there, and you would like to have an interview to have a chance to be a part of my documentary. Not only we're looking for ones that have had post-COVID, but we are also looking for healthcare workers who work with COVID patients. because I know as a caregiver that it is hard and difficult, and it's more harder on the caregiver than it is on the patients that are sick in the hospital and stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff that we take home each and every day. It's time when we're sick and we still have to work. We still have to go to work. We still have to do our job. Sometimes we want to save people when we can, and we feel like it's out of our hands. And those burnings we have to take home, and we have to, it's hard to tell a loved one that their family is gone or their family is not going to make it. All of those things that we have to experience being a healthcare worker. So, guys, tuned in tomorrow night. Do follow me. Thank you guys for checking in and everything else. And also, I already put in a video showing the podcast and everything and the website, so you guys can be able to go check out our website. And also, you'll be able to check out our First Amendment website coming very soon. As you know, I've changed the name of my film and music production company. It went from Make a Change Film and Music Production to First Amendment. If you want to have the freedom of speech, then this is the platform you want to jump on. You want, because we are elaborating and allowing everybody to have the freedom of speech without having to worry about getting their content banned or shut down. Because sometimes you might want to just slap, or sometimes you just want to cuss somebody out that don't got on your damn nerve, but you can't do it because why? TikToker called you a bully. They will say it's a hate speech and all this type of stuff, and they will shut you down. But not on our platform. You can say what you want on our platform. You can cuss somebody out. You can do whatever you want to do and say on our platform, because it's called First Amendment, giving you the right to exercise your freedom of speech. All right, guys. Love you guys, and thanks for tuning in. And oh, by the way, if you guys want to pick our next topic for tomorrow, please send me a message of what topic you would like for me to cover tomorrow. All right. Until next time, thanks for watching Make a Change podcast and talk show.
Bye.